Hey, good people out there in YouTube world. It is Future Rob here. And since this is a short video, I'm going to try something new here. Instead of just doing my brown background with lettering and telling you what I want to say with just a written page, we're going to try and doing some interjecting some statements and some humor here and into the video. And you folks let me know how you like it. Alrighty? Thanks. Hey gang, Rob here. And I am standing in a little park that is in between a V-shaped road here in Tampa. Has a rebuilt gazebo there. The houses in the area are 20s and 30s. That house right there is a 39, and some of the houses here are probably a little older. So it's a shaded park. Simon from the Wheatie Boys will be here in about 5 minutes, and we're going to start here today in this little shaded park. Alrighty. Hey gang, Mr. Simon's here from the Wheatie Boys. We've been hunting about 20 minutes with only finding clad. But guys, he got this little miniature horseshoe that's made out of copper. I can see that around the edges. That's kind of cool. It's even got the nail holes in it.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's like for like a decoration or a door hanger. But I've never seen anything like that size.
That's cool.
Nice find, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. Hey guys, Simon and I have been in this park for over an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. We're probably going to call it here and go find do some more door knocking. Hey folks, that first house I door knocked before Simon got there was a $1 million mansion in a real fancy section of Tampa, but nobody answered. But check this place out. I'll be working on getting this in the future. Alrighty gang, here's how you network. We called the phone number on the dog tag, and it's out of service, but the address is 6.4 miles from here, and it's a 1920 house, and we're going to head over there right now and see if this is their dog and if they'd like it back. And then since it's a 1920 with the lawn that doesn't look that great, we're going to ask the metal detector. How's that for a follow-up? Alrighty. Well gang, that drive across town to get that permission and return the dog tag turned into an epic failure. First off, that 6.4 miles in Tampa traffic took us over half an hour. Just brutal traffic in Tampa. Then we got there and we door knocked and the people weren't home. And on the way there, I saw this big, huge mansion on a corner lot that had an old wall around it, about 2-foot wall around it. And I knew it was an old house. And I saw a person on the front porch. And I said, Simon, let's go back and see if we can door knock on that one. And I got us lost and couldn't find our way there. And so that was another fail. But eventually I did find our way back to the neighborhood that Troy and I hunted last week. And so we wound up going over there. Hey gang, it's well after 3:30 and we finally got a permission. And here in Tampa, a 1920s house. And on Mr. Simon's first dig, I'm so happy he got silver because it's taken us till 3:30 to get a permission. Of course, we went and had lunch. Well, okay, I didn't really get a permission. I stole Troy's permission from last week. Troy had door knocked on this house last week and got permission, but then we also got permission on the 1910 house that you saw in the video before this one, hopefully if I did them in order, and where I got the Indian and we got a whole bunch of Wheaties, and I got the Louisiana tax token. Troy got the watch. We wound up doing that one first because it was a bigger corner lot, an older house, and it had no lawn. So we figured we would just come back to this permission. But I checked in with Mr. Troy, and he said it was completely fine. But I owe Troy a permission because I didn't actually get this one. I just stole his. All right. 57, sir. Been hit by the mower, but 57 filly.
Sweet.
Boom. Good job, sir. First hole silver. And guys, I told him I wanted the right side of the yard, so I called the wrong side. Good job. Well, good people, this is one of these days where it's taken till 4 o'clock for me to find a Wheatie. Mr. Simon just got his silver a few minutes ago. And I'm right here dead square in the middle of the front yard, guys, and I got a dark chocolate brown Wheatie. Oh, yes, sir. We're on the 100-year board. 1917. All right, guys, that makes up for a long, frustrating day of trying to get a permission today. 1917. We've got silver and a 100-year-old coin today. It's a much better day now. See, like Park Rat Pat says, we were just one hole away from a really good day. Now I've had a really good day. Thank you, Pat. Well, good people, being the gross guy I did, I just put a little saliva on that, and it is a 17D. We have a pre-1920 Denver Mint coin with a mint mark. That's definitely going in the Warmer's book. The Warmer's book? Did I think this was Animal House or something?
Laugh now, because you clowns have been on double secret probation since the beginning of this semester.
It's the Warman's book, Rob, not Dean Wormer. Of course, it is the greatest comedy of all time and my all-time favorite comedy movie. Hey, good people, Simon's holding a little 2-hole button I found, a little metal hole. It's got some scroll work around the outside edge, kind of like an Indian type scroll work. Came in on an 1819 signal on the Knox. Thought I was digging for hopefully a Indian head penny, but I don't know.
Old.
Yeah, I don't know if it's one of them old underwear buttons, guys, or whatever. I'm not a button aficionado, so if anybody knows what that is, please let me know. Alrighty, guys, Mr. Simon has officially taken the slob title for today. He came back to his same hole that he got his 57 Rosie out of. Got another signal, and guys, he just dug a 2 silver hole. He came back to it and got a signal and got a merc out of the same hole. 1943 Denver. What a slob. 2 silver, same hole. Congratulations, sir. Nice. Now we've got double silver on the day. Double prizes.
Sweet.
As Sid would say. Double prizes. Simon just found a button. We've brushed it off with my brush. You can see the gold gild coming through. It says ACL in big capital letters, and we've looked it up. It stands for Atlantic Coast Lines Railroad. These were the uniform buttons for the railroad trainsmen. Trainsman? There's no such word as trainsman. That would be the conductor, Rob. So he's got that, and I got a 44 Wheatie. So nice little property. Well, guys, our board's not real prolific today, but prolific? I don't think prolific's the right word, Minardo. Oh, that meaning of prolific. Okay. There's Simon's horseshoe from the first little park we did with the 30s property. There's Rosie Dime he got in the first hole. Then he came back to it about 15 minutes later and got a 43 Denver Merc. And then, guys, this beautiful gold gilded ACL button. There we go. Look at that baby. And it's got the maker's name on the back. Shank still there. Nice brass 2-piece button. Atlantic Coast Lines Railroad. Very cool. First, he says, first with buttons he's had like that. All right, gang, I did some research on this ACL button. Turns out this is a pretty rare local Tampa area, west coast of Florida relic. The Atlantic Coast Railroad ran in the west central Florida area from 1900 to 1967 before it was absorbed and merged with the Seaboard lines, which then formerly came CSX Railways, which is operating today. This button was very hard to find on the internet. I'll show you the page it's on now. It is from a conductor's vest, which I'll also show you a picture of now. But there's very few of these floating around out there. This was a phenomenal, phenomenal find. Congratulations, Simon. And then he got a 59 nickel. I got a 64 Jefferson. I got the little, I don't know if that's an underwear button or not, but a little brass button. 17 Wheatie, 17D Wheatie, 44D Wheatie. And guys, that's about all to show. We're going to try to knock on one more door, but in case we don't, there you go. All right, gang, I did knock on another door. 3 doors to be exact, on the same street. And no one answered. I went 0 for 6. And having people answer their doors, door knocking today. A personal worst for me. And then, guys, this beautiful ACL gold gilded button that Rob just dropped.